You are listening to the Interview Podcast,
where we interview the real you.
We discover our guests' passions, skills, dreams, and wisdom they've learned along the way.
Get ready for some friendly banter,
Controversial hot takes.
Christian pickup lines, and riveting conversations.
Let's dive in. What is up, everybody? It is so good to be back here. We're coming in hot on a Wednesday. It's Wednesday here, so we're excited. It's middle of the week, and we're coming at you with an awesome episode. So we're very excited to be here again. Episode 28, pushing 30. I'm 30, and we're pushing 30, so I'm excited. Here we go. So really excited to be here. Special shout out to our sponsor for this episode, Bryce Yoder from Ohio. Good friend of mine, knows the podcast. And Bryce, thank you. You are very kind. The support that you show and who you are, really appreciate you, Bryce. So thank you so much for supporting the podcast, this episode. To all our Patreon supporters out there, you know who you are. You guys are the real ones. Special co-host here today. So it's the three guys today. So please, my fellow co-hosts, please introduce yourself.
My name is Kyle Miller, brother to the main host, or one of the main hosts here, Derek Miller. And yeah, normally I'm on the other side of the glass, just pushing buttons and trying to make things work and record them. So this is kind of fun and different, and yeah, privileged to have a special friend on today as well that we'll introduce in a second.
Yeah. Sweet. Kyle knows all the inner workings. This really wouldn't happen without Kyle, so he's more than prepared. We had him on earlier, interviewed him, so we're excited. So our guest today is the Jamal Tanner. Jamal, welcome to the Interview Podcast.
Thank you.
It is really good to have you here, man. He's from our local area here. We've gotten to know him. We're going to be hearing his testimony today, seeing the journey God has him on. So Jamal, tell us a little bit, where are you from? Where did you grow up? Where do you live now? And what do you do?
So I grew up in Green Creek.
Okay.
You know, if you're from Polk County, you know what Green Creek is.
Right.
Deb's Mini Mart's the only thing there.
Yeah,
and the sleigh balls.
The only thing.
The sleigh ball. Shout out.
The only two things you need, really.
Honestly,
if you're just looking for a good time.
Yeah. But I live in Columbus now.
Okay.
So, and I just live, man. I just live
every day.
Every day.
That's
day
right.
at a time.
Day at a time. What role do you actually have currently? What do you do for work?
So I work for Windstream Communications. I install. Disconnect. Fix broken things, basically.
Okay. Hey,
basically
internet
trips
is
to
very
our house
important
every other week to fix our router, boost our speed, whatever.
The old Mill Spring isn't the hottest for some of the Wi-Fi. So Jamal,
we got some unhappy people in the community.
I'm sorry.
One's our pastor.
Ooh.
Wow, put him on blast.
Scene.
I see.
Well, Jamal, for the record, Jamal treats our family right. He treats us well, and we keep as good of internet as we can have in our little Mill Spring nook in this community. Yeah, it's good stuff. We appreciate Jamal.
Yeah, very much so. It's a blessing. It's all about who you know, really. You know,
It's all it is.
It's all it is. It's
literally it.
Literally life. Amen. I think we're actually done with the podcast after that. It's all in who you know.
It's just know some
people.
people.
Go know some people.
Go
the sleigh
figure
bars.
it
They
out.
know some people.
They know some people. You're right. A friend of a friend.
If the people you know some people, that's next
You're right.
level. Then
You're
it's all
it takes.
Game over. Game over. I love it.
You got a family, Jamal? Tell us a little bit about your family.
Yep, I got a wife and a kid.
Okay.
A 14-month-old, 16. He's over a year old.
He's over. I like that.
That's all I
cute.
heard too.
Okay.
He has a lot of hair.
Okay.
A lot of energy.
I love
And
it.
yeah, Jamal's not blowing smoke. He's not biased. It's arguably the cutest kid I've ever seen. He's incredible.
It's up there. We should send people a photo of that or make sure they can see the kid.
But yeah, then my wife, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
She's not very talkative, but she's great. She's my son's mother and my wife, and she does a fantastic job at mothering.
Shout out to Hunter. She's
the OG.
The OG. Well said. Well
Awesome.
said. How long you guys been married?
Oh boy.
Oh, not. Oh boy.
Hunter's
Hope
listening.
she don't listen to this.
Well, we're gonna make sure she does, Jamal.
I think it's 3 years going on 4.
Okay.
Or 2 years going on 3.
2 years
When you
going
get
on
married,
4.
though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Time just...
When life is so good, what is time?
Yeah, what is it?
What is time? My kid's 14 months old. He's 18 months old. I don't know.
We're married. I don't like anyone else. That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You
That
heard it,
is
Hunter.
so well said.
You just made up for forgetting how long you've been married.
Why keep track when you're with her for life?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I respect that. I like that, Jamal. It's a good perspective to have, man. Well, hey, we're going to throw a couple just random questions at you just to get to know you a little bit. Do a little rapid fire here, man.
Okay.
So don't think, just do the old Top Gun adage. Just send it.
I'm ready.
So what's your favorite season of the year?
Summer.
Okay, summer guy. What's your favorite dessert?
Peanut butter pie.
Okay. So we're doing good with the peanut butter in the smoothie. Praise God.
Man, no hesitation.
I like that. Peanut. I'm probably with you on the peanut.
It's because I know these things.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
true. Are you like a big dessert guy? You try a lot of desserts?
No, peanut butter pie.
I've tried that.
and I'll eat banana pudding, but
Oh, how about that eclair dessert? Have you ever had that? You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like banana pudding, but it tastes a little different. Okay.
if it's not the OG, I don't
So
want
it's
it.
like it's peanut butter. It's like your wife. Like you've had peanut butter pie, you don't like anything else.
You're like,
that's it.
yeah,
Like,
so it's
you've
like-
got your wife. You don't.
And it's not just any peanut butter
really?
pie or banana pudding. My mother-in-law can really make these things.
Oh, so it's your mother-in-law's. Okay.
She can really do it.
I respect that.
She can do the desserts.
That's Mrs. Kilgore.
Oh, yeah.
She's, okay.
Mrs. Kilgore. Shout out to her.
All right.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
Sausage.
Okay. Sausage. Okay. Favorite day of the week?
Day I'm not working.
All right.
Mhm.
Cool. I like that. All right. What's a place you'd most want to travel to?
So like my top.
Yeah.
Top.
Give us a top.
I don't know. That's crazy because I want to go a lot of places.
Well, you can give us top three. You
That's
can go
hard.
top.
I remember it's hard to pick, man.
You can go top three too.
Fiji.
Oh, okay.
Get you some water.
I'm bottling my own water.
Skip
in
the
Fiji.
bottle, just like whatever the in between is, like between where it goes in the bottle.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Get in
and
there.
Just,
So
like,
right now it's probably Fiji and
Fiji.
then Niagara Falls.
Oh, you've never been to
man,
Niagara?
you like
Never
you some
been-
water.
Bro.
Water-based travel
Water.
destinations.
It's the
I
third
like
one.
it.
I'm not water too.
I'm not going to spend my time
A
in
cruise?
the desert.
Oh.
Is there a place called Dasani that I can go to?
I would not go to that place.
Aquafina.
Oh,
Yeah.
Deer Park. Yeah, no, Deer Park. That's you.
No, thank you.
Dude, I've been hearing so many hot takes, or like, not, I don't know if it's a hot take, but people hating on Deer Park, man. I'm like,
Really?
it's
What's
just
wrong with
spring
Deer
wa-
Park?
A lot of bottled water is just not that great, but like
Okay.
for some reason, isn't it you and some others
Oh,
like
yeah.
absolutely
Not-
ripping Deer Park?
Deer Park. Come on now.
terrible.
Is it taste bad? Like,
I just had some the other day, and I was like, "This is just water, man." Like, I don't know.
I've slacked off a little bit.
have you?
You've
You
eased
relaxed
up,
a
you've
little
eased
bit?
up on
Hunter
the
goes
hate.
and just gets the Food Line brand water. But
Okay.
that's all I have.
That's
so
all
I'm
that
going to
works.
drink it.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not that bad anymore.
yeah.
But if I choose, it's going to be Fiji.
Okay,
water.
yeah.
Fiji water.
Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You were gonna
No.
go just say a third place or something.
Well,
That was probably my
What-
top two.
okay.
But
that was top two.
Yeah.
Well, we're good with
anything
top
with
two.
water. And
Niagara Falls is cool. I mean, but
It
I will
is.
say if you go, the party side's the Canadian side.
Yeah.
I don't know if
USA
you've heard
side's
of that, but
actually
like they have
kinda
like a Ferris wheel and like all sorts of stuff you can do. It's cool. The U.S. side, they just kept it more natural, like a park, which is cool. So you can both sides are fun. But if you want to like party it up
Yeah.
or whatever, surprisingly, the Canada side is the party side.
Yeah. They really throw a little welcome party for you. So, a little hot
Mm-hmm.
tip there. Okay. Ketchup or ranch?
on.
And, just in general, in life.
So that's hard.
Is it?
That's hard because
Jamal,
it
is it?
depends on what I'm eating.
So you'll
Is
eat
it?
both with
I'll
different
eat
things.
both.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but they're equally as good in your mind?
Yeah.
Really? That's disappointing.
Okay,
It's okay, Jamal. All right. You can have your ketchup.
it's all right.
If you could be a superhero, what would be your superpower?
Lightning speed.
Ooh,
Lightning
Flash.
speed.
Gotcha. Okay, I like that. Amusement park or the zoo?
If I had to choose, it'd be
Neither.
amusement park.
Oh,
Neither.
Are
But
you neither?
seems
You
so
don't want to go see the
disinterested.
animals? You don't want to go see Noah's Ark?
So disinterested in both those options.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, that's fair. If you have a free Saturday, what are you doing?
Probably cleaning up the whip.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Shining up the 20s
Mm-hmm.
or the 25s or whatever
Yeah.
you got on there?
and something with the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good call. It's a good call. If you could be transformed into an animal, what would it be?
A lion.
Okay. Yeah. That's straight line. You're right.
I like it.
If you could change your name, if you had to change your name, what would you change it to?
Never thought about
Never
that.
thought. I'm okay with that.
Never.
Anything coming to mind? Octavius or
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jim.
I mean, when I order at restaurants, I give a fake name.
Oh, you mix
What?
it up.
You don't
Okay.
do Jamal?
No.
Come on.
Like if they call your name out over the intercom or something, it's something fake.
What do you do?
It's usually like Charles or something
Yeah.
like that. You know, just something
Charles
random.
is nice. Okay.
Mhm.
But not your name.
Not my name.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Are you a big party or small gathering kind of guy?
Small gathering.
Okay. Favorite sport to play?
Now, getting older,
It's probably
pickleball.
changed.
Oh,
Yeah, pickleball?
it is pickleball. My man.
Getting
Okay.
older,
Getting older.
but it used to be basketball.
Your OG is basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Dressing up or going casual?
Casual.
Casual, man.
You guys know me.
I do, but you always
Bro,
look
you
super,
dress up nice,
like
dog.
you
When
dress
you
up
do dress
nice
up,
though.
yeah.
Even your casual though is super clean.
It is
super nice. If you haven't
I'm
seen
more of a
Jamal's
casual
fits,
guy.
you should start Instagram
But I'm
page
saying like you're
Jamal's
casual,
fits.
like you can wear casual and like still
Yes.
like lead worship and stuff, and like it looks nice, man.
That's correct.
It's pretty.
You should, yeah. Jamal's fits Instagram page. I'm calling it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. What's the first thing you notice like when you meet someone about them?
Elbows.
Not
Wrists?
their elbows.
Not their.
I guess I can tell a lot about their confidence.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So kind
So
of
if
just
like if I met you and you weren't looking directly at me,
ooh, a little
or
dodgy.
something like that, or just not really focusing in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's something that sticks out to you, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So kind of like body movements and like, yeah. Okay. That's cool. I like that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at keeping secrets, Jamal?
I would say
You steel trap?
a 10.
You're a 10?
I'm a 10.
Dude.
Sounds like there's a but,
I'm a 10,
but
depending on the situation.
Okay. If it would be to somebody's detriment or something, is that what you're saying? Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I'll hold that one.
like
But
if I say, hey, Jamal, don't tell this to anybody, you're like, it's locked down.
it's locked down.
It's locked down.
But like when it comes to like Christmas presents and stuff, I'll just go ahead and tell them what they got.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
do? Oh.
Yeah.
I think
You're
that
just-
bumps you to a 9.3.
Well-
Because I mean, Chris, like that's still, but it's surprise stuff. That's not like a loyalty thing. Like I get that. So that aspect might be
Yeah.
a 10. But I think
Yeah.
the question was just secrets. It didn't say even what kind.
True.
Well-
So maybe a 9.
I don't know. Maybe,
Maybe
I'm
a
being
9.
too harsh.
I kind of
but
like you going 10. Most people don't say 10, even if they're pretty confident. I'm like, how
Yeah.
can you not be?
Maybe they're thinking about the Christmas part where
Yeah.
they're spoiling surprises.
We'll give you like a 9.5 or something.
Serious things though, I'm a 10.
See,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, there you
see, that's good. I think we should all be 10s when it comes to serious stuff. So, okay.
But
Cool,
we're
man.
not. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Final question: socks or bare feet to sleep?
Bare feet.
Praise God.
Thank you.
Praise.
feet.
That's why. That's why I'm here today.
Amen.
Because I support that.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Chalk another one up for that one. Bare feet. So, all right, man. Well, we're hopping into your testimony here. So, I guess just start with like, tell us how you grew up. Tell us about your family dynamics. Tell us, did you move a lot? Yeah, just start from the beginning, wherever you want to start.
So yeah, I grew up. I wouldn't say a Christian home or environment. I had a very Christian grandfather. I would say he showed a very good relationship with the Lord. And so that was my one person growing up that I didn't know it then because he was kind of hard on me, but that's the person that when I'm growing up now, I can see myself turning into him.
Wow.
Just by the relationship that he showed with Christ. But yeah, I had all my sisters and brothers. We kind of grew up in the same square, not in the same house, just through my mother not being able to raise us all through her stuff that she was going through. And but yeah, we all just grew up right there, and played together. We might not have stayed in the same house every night, but we were all kind of right there growing up. Certain points.
Okay. And so, how many siblings would you have had?
I had 3 sisters.
Okay.
And 2 brothers.
3 sisters and 2 brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
And are you in close contact like with any of them like today? Are you guys?
So I have one of my brothers, and then 2 of my sisters are still alive that I talk to pretty much every day.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Gotcha, man. That's awesome. And so I guess I know we knew you back. I mean, when would it have been, Kyle? When did you two like first meet?
Man, Little League basketball.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
know how old we
how
were.
old
not remember
were you guys?
the
Like
age. It was
8 or 9?
It was
9
still
or
the 8,
10.
like,
9 or 10?
On our local rec league basketball, we still had like the 8-foot hoops. They had like the
Yeah,
extensions to make them lower when we started. That was our first couple seasons together.
Yeah.
That's where we got to know each
Dominated.
other.
Green
played on the
Creek
same
Steel.
team. Green Creek Steel, shout out.
Humbling the people of Polk County.
It was wild. We had a wild run. It was
Talk a little bit about that run, guys. You guys were like the Warriors for a couple years there. I mean, not better.
I would say
better.
I would say better than the Warriors.
Because you guys were shutting out teams, 50-0 or something?
I remember there was one year, the first game of the season, Raven, a friend of ours that I know you grew up with and stuff, and that we went to church together. He was a big, smack talker. He had a lot of bark, and every now and
For
then
a little
bite.
guy,
Every now and then a
barking.
bite. But
and then
this is one of those times. And I remember he was just trash talking whatever. Like, oh, we're gonna beat this team 50-0, whatever. And I remember the first game of the season after he said that we literally beat a team 50-0.
Wow.
And I never forgot that. It was wild. I know our coaches got some flack for keeping us in the game instead of me, you, and Raven, because he could have probably pulled us and maybe I don't know, some courtesy buckets or something on the other end. Or
we had the best starting five in the Little League.
Probably in the history of Polk County.
In the history of basketball,
I wouldn't be
surprised.
The crazy thing is, I was the worst one on the team.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get into it, but
because you're wrong. But yeah,
I'm telling you,
you were that lightning speed. That lightning speed you're talking about. You literally had that. You were like the Flash compared to these kids.
Yes, and I remember that speed got me into a lot of trouble. I would throw the ball off the backboard because I was going so fast. It would go back to half court.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't.
It's true.
Wasn't controlled,
but
speed.
we were deadly.
You guys were deadly. I do remember.
It was a lethal little bunch of tykes running around on that court for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good time. So then, okay, so you guys kind of knew each other through that time. Then
and it was quite a few years, up until almost high school. I mean, you would have been going to school then, playing for the middle school, high school then, but up until that point, we played a lot of years together, and that basketball was the main thing that connected us, and so we'd hang out outside of that too after church and stuff.
But. Yep. Because then, how many years separated that from when we got reconnected with you, Jamal? I mean, because I wasn't in contact with you, or were you guys in contact with each other?
I remember still coming to football games and stuff while you were in high school, and we knew each other a little bit, but pretty much towards the end of high school and after high school, I mean, I didn't know what happened to you that much.
It was. I would say it was my whole high school that we didn't really
interact or
okay. Definitely weren't as close.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. And then it would have been 2020,
April of 2020. I have a screenshot of I don't know if you want to go into it now.
Go into it, how that all came about, what happened there, and
I just remember it was 2020. We started to do during the kind of the beginning months of the pandemic. We started doing outdoor services at our church, and I think we'd live stream them and stuff, or maybe post stuff on Instagram. And I get a DM from Jamal, who I don't know how many years it would have probably been since I had heard from
5
you,
or 6
at least.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And all I knew, I mean, again, I kind of lost contact. The last I heard, you weren't maybe doing super well, and didn't think you were at a great place, but I just didn't really know. And I get a message from Jamal. I actually kind of want to pull it up.
Yeah, do that.
I screenshot it today, but as far as I know, Jamal's not really at a great place. Haven't heard from him for years, whatever. And he just DMs me on Instagram and says, man, our worship groups need to have a community worship service together. I'm so blessed by what you guys are doing. Let me know what you think. Keep carrying the light. Love you, man. And I was just like, what the? I thought Jamal's Instagram got hacked or something. I was so surprised. And I was like, He's like, our worship groups. I'm like, what do you mean our worship group? You're doing worship? Like, I didn't even know you were walking with the Lord, anything. And so that just right away, I responded. I was like, yeah, man, absolutely. Let's just get together. I was so excited to hear what God's been doing and just what you mentioned, getting together. So I was like, and then I found out where he was helping, what his worship group was and where they were, where he was going to church. And I was like, hey, bring them, and I'll bring my brother Eugene, who's the worship pastor at our church, and let's just get together and talk, catch up, and let's just worship. We brought some guitars and just sang some songs.
Dude,
had a little meeting in our I guess it was a pastor's office at our church, little room, and just really hit it off, reconnected. And I don't think I'll ever forget just how blessed I was seeing where you're at, and just it brought back so many memories. But to think of what happened in between, 5 or 6 years later, coming back, and now we're worshiping together. And I think I forget, did we have you help maybe with some of the outdoor services at our church? We did one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then it was stuff like Vertical, our youth conference. So I was like, hey, we asked if you guys could help with that, and just started doing more and more stuff together. And it was really special. And we just, I remember it was so exciting for both of us just to think of where God's brought both of us, and getting to do this together now after all these years. It's been awesome.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty awesome. So, Jamal, tell us a little bit. So from
leading up to that.
Yeah, leading up to that, like where did life like turn around for you? Where did God get a hold of you? Because like throughout high school and all that, yeah, just kind of go into that, how God kind of.
So that little 5-year, 6-year stint of not seeing and
Hacienda
talking.
there.
I went to college
Okay.
for a year and played basketball, and I got really, really sick. Couldn't walk, couldn't see.
What?
Yeah, rheumatoid arthritis.
What?
It affected my eyes and my knees.
I don't think I knew that.
And so sports was everything to me at that
Mhm.
point in my life. And when I didn't have that, I just quit school. I'm like, what the heck? I'm not playing. I'm going home. And I was in a deep depression because I didn't have that thing that I always was known by was sports. And I just cried and cried and cried until I figured out, I was like, hey, I got to do something here. And I turned to drugs and alcohol and all kinds of different things. And my mom passed in between all that. And I was just like, I want to see your face, God, and something. I want to feel like I mean something to somebody or even just to myself. And I just cried and prayed. This was like months of praying and not seeing or hearing, or maybe my ears or eyes wasn't mature enough at the time to hear or see what God was telling me. And just one day I went to my grandpa's grave. It's really close to our church in Landrum here. And it was like 8:30 at night, and it was summer night. And I was just like, God, please just rain down on me right now and just show me something. And it literally started raining.
Oh my!
What?
Literally started raining. And so I was dating Hunter at the time, and I called her. I was like, you will not believe what just happened. It started raining after I asked God for it to rain on me. And ever since then, I was like, he's real.
Okay. Yep.
Everything that I'm going through is for a reason. Show me what you want me to do. Use me in a different way. And so that's how the worship stuff, I never would. I love to sing before worship. I'd sing by myself in the shower and in the car, but I would never say, hey, would you sing this song?
Yeah.
No, I'm not singing. I don't sing, but I love to worship. And I've grown to learn that there's a big difference between loving to sing and loving to worship.
That's true.
And
Very
so
true.
Here we are now.
Wow.
Wow. And just a testament to what you said at the end, that I know you can sing, and I love when we get to do music and stuff together, but you are a worshiper, and there's so much more to it than your voice. And when you sing, you worship in a lot of ways in your life, and I see that, and I've been blessed by that a lot.
Yeah, I would echo that. Man, dude, that's amazing. So did you feel you would have had a relationship with the Lord, like even, like, is there a moment for you or even a time frame where you feel like salvation was it for you? And then maybe it was just that couple of months where you just felt distant, or was it when God rained down on you, that's kind of where salvation happened? Or like, where do you feel it, God really, I don't know, got a hold of you? Or
I would say
it was a progression.
I would say it was a progression, but in that moment,
Yeah.
I knew it was bigger than my situations.
Yeah.
You kind of had a shift of belief right there,
yeah.
right? I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So that would be like the moment to where I was like, hey, this is
It's real.
yeah.
And you said
Okay.
yes to it. I mean, you embraced it instead
I
of kind of
embraced
running
it.
from it. Like,
Yeah.
I
And
know you.
a couple months went by, and I went to a youth camp with Hunter and her church and her family, and a service there. And I was just like, hey, God, I want to do this now. Come into my life for
Okay.
real
Yeah.
this time, because I've always known him through my grandfather, but
Yeah.
for myself, I wanted to feel him and talk to him and walk with him.
Wow.
And so a couple months after that raining down
Yeah.
moment, that's when I got baptized in the ocean. That's why I love the water.
Oh yeah, man.
There it is. It all comes back
Niagara
to the
Falls,
water.
Fiji.
Fiji, like get me in the water, man. Dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
What year would like that have been? Do you know?
I would say 2017.
Okay. So like, okay. It's about 7 years ago. Okay. Something like that. Wow. Okay. And then, so right after that, you were going to the same church where you started?
I had just started going there. So yeah, after that, I just continued to go.
Okay.
And shortly after that, we started the worship team there with Haley and Emery.
And Emery. Were they already on the worship team, or was this like
There wasn't a worship team.
Okay.
They sang every now and again.
Okay.
Beautiful, as you know, but they didn't have anything like, hey, we're going to
collective,
worship
like
every week.
Yeah.
And do this and try to usher in the spirit here. But they had a couple solo acts every couple weeks. Yeah.
a couple of solo numbers.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention that part of that group, and some people might already know, and people that know Emery and Haley Veman, they were on the podcast not too long ago. We're part of that group that Jamal brought when he reached out to me, and then we got together in that little office. That's how they got connected and stuff too. So that's been a lot of amazing friendships that have come from that connection.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm trying to picture our church right now, even without that happening. Like to picture you, Emery, Haley, the Kilgores, like just all you guys, like not being like connected or knowing you guys, like I don't know. It's
Different
just
world, man.
it's
no
crazy
good.
to think
It's
about.
no good. I don't like
we're
it.
gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, let's
Thank
not.
God. Let's not even think about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have thought about that recently. Like it's literally one decision and your life like completely changes, like who you know. And yeah, obviously if you don't make that decision, you don't know, but you like, man, God, thank you. Even through the pandemic and everything, through El Rona, God was like, he's always doing cool stuff. I think that's what's awesome. Even when stuff looks dark or looks really messy, God's like, what are you doing, God? You're doing good stuff. So yeah, dude, that's amazing, Jamal. I just seeing your life, and because I was super shocked when the whole thing came about, and I was just like, because I hadn't seen you in years. For some reason, the last I heard, you weren't doing great, which obviously if you were going through stuff, but just seeing how God's used you and your family now, and how your future generations are changed because of what God's doing in your life, man. So I
Yeah,
love that.
and seeing too, I remember your grandpa bringing you or coming to our basketball games and stuff. I don't remember. I didn't talk to him a whole lot, but I just remember the calm, peaceful presence that he had a presence with him that always kind of stuck out to me, that I still remember about him. But just thinking about, I remember you not having your parents around, and your situation was tough, and you staying with different families from our church and stuff growing up, and seeing now you and your son, the shift in a generation because of God getting a hold of your life and you being obedient, and now the life and the father that your son gets to have, man,
Yeah.
that's one of the coolest things. It's just a testament to what Jesus can do. And so, yeah, I bless you for not, being stuck in patterns that so often generations stay in when there's fatherlessness, when there's things,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
you've chosen to allow God to right the ship and change the next generations to follow you. So I'm
Yeah.
so excited and happy for you. It's a blessing to see.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love it, man. That's so cool. Would when it comes to worship, what would you say? I think different people worship different ways, but what for you? I don't know. How should worship? I wonder that sometimes. Like, am I just worshiping because of how everybody else around me is worshiping, or am I truly like, God, what's pleasing in your sight here? And so I'm curious for you, like, I don't even know if I know how to phrase this question correctly, but I guess how is worship what has God directed you in how you worship, and what are, like, if people are like, how should I worship? Do you have any input on that, or what's your mindset or posture going into like a worship time?
So it's always different.
Okay.
It's kind of like when we do our verticals and stuff. We always want to expect God to move, but we also don't want it to be a copycat of the
Yeah.
last vertical that we had or something like that.
Yeah.
But we all go through different things in different weeks, and it's always different. And so I feel like you should always posture yourself in whatever you're going through, because every song's not meant for you, and every word's not meant for you. But if you get your heart and your mind in a posture of, God, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Meet me, tell me something, and where I'm at right now. I think you always find something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
That's a good word. Yeah. Be where you're at. Yeah. I like that. That's good, Jamal. I really like that.
Yeah,
So,
I bless that too, and especially when you do something a lot, or the same songs even a lot, whatever, it takes the Holy Spirit for it to be fresh and new, and to never get stuck in a rut. You have to be intentional about it, and to also, I know I've been challenged lately with not so often we go into worship, wanting something, or almost like, God, speak to me today, and it's good. We want to listen through worship, but like, I've found the most effective times of worship for me is when I come just simply to give and worship Him for who He is. He pours into me then, and He speaks to me, and when my heart has that posture, and I see that in you when you worship, you're just there to praise the Lord, man. You're there to worship Him, lift Him high, and through that, God, He changes things, and stuff happens, and it's different every time. Even if you sing the exact same song, man, it'll hit different some other time when you sing it with that mindset and that perspective. So yeah, you do. Jamal does awesome with that.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I can't help but think of there's a song where it's a song we would play for the kids in India all the time. It's like a worship song, and there's one in the bridge. It says, "Our praise goes up and your rain comes down." And I think I've even thought about that when I've heard of different scenarios where there's a worship service, people are praising, and even like healings will happen. And I think, I'm like, how cool is that? Is that not the best thing ever, that when he is magnified and lifted up, like if that's our goal, and it's not so much even about us, about what we can get, he in turn literally just pours stuff out because of who he is. And I think if we could all, I'm learning that, just come with the heart of like giving back to God. And as long as he's lifted up and I'm not receiving any glory, like, well, that's what's going to happen. So I really like that. That's awesome. Alrighty. Well, fellas, I think it's time for a little special segment here. Little spice for you. So Jamal, we got a hot take segment that we always do here, man. And I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about this. Do you got some hot takes for us? You got something? I feel like you're a dude with opinions. And
I do have opinions about a lot of things.
And I'm good. That's what we're here for. So start us off. You got a hot take for us?
Not a Chick-fil-A fan.
You're gonna say no? Okay.
Not a Chick-fil-A fan, and here's why.
Okay, yeah, hit it.
It's all the same. Every item is the same.
Whoa.
Every single item's the same.
Yeah.
You're saying it just like all tastes the same
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, it's
So the chicken
it's
nuggets,
that's for sure.
Okay. What are
Same
they
as-
soaked in? The same stuff the chicken sandwiches are soaked
Right.
in.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
good point.
the only thing that's semi-different is the dry grilled chicken wrap that they have.
He said the dry. Very emphasis on the dry.
Yeah. I mean, chicken's clearly their thing. I mean, that's for sure. They
Yeah.
don't. Yeah. They
I
just.
mean, do you like the taste of it though? Like, is it good quality in your mind, or are you kind of like, eh?
I just go because that's where Hunter wants to go. I will pick Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A.
Will you? See,
That's a yeah. I can see that.
I
Especially
can't.
And that's
in the
just
South.
because we don't have a Raging Cane's around here.
Oh, you like Cane's?
You like Cane's?
Cane's
I'm a
is
big
nice.
Cane's
Big
fan.
Cane's guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Me too.
I would probably take Cane's over Zaxby's. I would, but
Oh, absolutely.
okay, but Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A.
So you'd be
in our
like,
That's a
general
hard
area.
pass.
yeah, you'd be like Cane's, Zaxby's, then Chick-fil-A
Really?
down
Chick-fil-A at the
below.
bottom.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
I got you. I mean, I could. So a lot of people just that don't love it just say it's overrated or overhyped.
Yeah.
That I can like even that
I
I can
do hear
understand. But
that.
I do like. I mean, honestly, their nuggets and fries. I think it's good, so I like it. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I do agree that it's probably overrated.
It's my hot take.
Yeah.
No,
Doesn't
no,
it?
no.
Yeah, everybody-
No.
you know?
Everybody's entitled to be wrong
Yeah.
or their own opinion. You're right. You're right. Okay.
Stop forcing your beliefs on me, Jamal. I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't
Try
like
it.
You should try it. You're
Oh,
right.
man.
All right. Well, I got one. And this actually it's tied to Chick-fil-A as well, but I would much rather have a McChicken from McDonald's than a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Like, for me, it's not even okay. It's ballpark, but it's not even that close for me. Like, I agree. The quality of chicken at Chick-fil-A is going to be higher, but there's something about that McChicken flavor with the mayonnaise
Is it
and the cheap bun
is it
and
the
lettuce.
flavor? Or hear me out.
It's so cheap. It's so good.
Is it the
Hear me out. We're in
childhood?
inflation right now.
Okay. Oh, is it the
McChicken's
price?
still $1.07 at
That's
McDonald's.
true.
$1.17. I think it's $1.17 or $1.23. They've gone
Chick-fil-A,
up.
That's true.
It's
Is
like
it-
double.
is it the
$11.
Is it the
For a
price that
sandwich.
makes it taste so much better? It might be.
I honestly don't think so. Like, you literally give me unlimited money to buy food, and I'm gonna probably choose, like, for overall health reasons. Eventually, I'll maybe go to Chick-fil-A, but like right now, with the minimum amount I eat McChickens or chicken sandwiches, I'm going McChicken.
I mean, yeah, a fried chicken sandwich isn't going to be great for you either way. So might
that's
as well go
exactly.
with what tastes better to you. I mean,
I personally think it has a superior taste overall than Chick-fil-A. But
and your financial future will thank you.
it
So
will.
it's-
Saving money,
Absolutely.
and my tongue is happy. So yeah.
Yep. I do have.
Okay,
are
yeah,
you done?
Kyle.
I'm not
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to.
Go.
I didn't have one before because I did not prepare. Yeah, basically didn't have
I
any
didn't
time
give
to
him-
put any
I didn't
thought
give
into
him any
anything.
heads
But
up.
as we were talking, I don't know if I've just realized I didn't think this should be a hot take because I'm pretty strong about it, I guess. But I almost always get flack for it. I just don't. It's chicken related.
Okay.
Ironically enough,
We're really on the chicken
Look at
train.
us.
I really don't think wings need to be dipped in ranch or anything.
Really?
I just like if they have a sauce, like
Uh-oh.
like I'm telling you,
This
you
gonna
get like
upset some
barbecue,
folks.
like you get wings with a
Yeah, a
signature sauce
flavor.
or something, right? Why are you coating and masking that sauce in another sauce? I feel like you
Dude.
can't appreciate either. Then I'm like, if it's a good wing with good sauce, that's the sauce.
leave it
Why
alone.
do you need to coat it in ranch or something or blue cheese, whatever people use?
Well,
That's one that I don't understand,
Really?
and I'm like. People always I'm eating my wings and they're like, "What? Are you gonna dip it? Don't you want some ranch or something?"
like, I
Do you
ordered
eat hot-
it with a
do you eat
sauce.
hot wings?
I mean, no, I don't go crazy. Like a little spice, maybe like Asian zing or something. I think is it Applebee's or B-Dubs has that. I'll do something like that, but I'm not trying to destroy my mouth or nothing. Is that maybe a reason?
That's maybe a reason people use it because if
Because
you get
it's so hot.
if
It
you
could
get
be.
the buffalo wings.
That
No
helps.
ranch.
You might die.
Raw dog and
You
some
might die.
hot wings.
I am a ranch dipper when it comes to
Same.
wings.
Okay. Which the spice thing would make sense to me. Like
It
that's
would.
a practical reason, but most people I know they're not eating spicy wings. They just
And I'm
have
just
to,
eating hot
They
wings.
just have to dip it. Okay.
Are you eating hot wings?
I eat wings. That's my like all-time meal.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it
your
really?
go-to.
I
Okay.
love wings.
And you like them hot? Like you like the buffalo?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But you're saying you do ranch so that it's not as spicy? That
It
doesn't
just
make
calms
sense
it
to me.
down a little bit.
But it's still
Your nose
so
is going to
you
run
don't-
anyways.
okay.
Right, that's
You
the
know,
reason I
so-
don't like
Yeah.
super spicy stuff because my nose just runs and I can't enjoy what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Man.
Interesting.
So you like hot wings, but you do the ranch so they're not as hot.
They're still
That's
hot.
what you're. That's
But
what you're
they're
telling
still
us.
hot.
Jamal.
It
That's
sounds-
what you're
that's what-
throwing
yeah.
at me. Okay.
But it's
Take it
not
how
really
you
for
want
the
to.
flavor? It's not really for
No,
the
I'm
flavor?
just taking it how you're saying it.
Ranch is good. Earlier, I like ranch.
I'm
and I
just
like
taking how you're
ketchup.
saying
I
it.
get if you just like ranch that much that you want it on because I
Yeah,
I dip
that's
fries
where
in
I'm
ranch.
at.
I'll dip chicken tenders or ranch, like stuff that doesn't have like a sauce on it already. I just when you have a wing with a sauce, dipping that in the ranch, it just doesn't. I don't know. It's doubling up on the sauce for me, and I feel like I can't appreciate either of them.
Really?
But I honestly understand.
I respect
do.
your opinion.
I respect yours too. I do. I know I get a lot of hate whenever I'm not dipping my wings or something. I almost always get flack
Yeah,
for it. Or
interesting.
when I just say like wings don't need ranch, it's like the whole table blows up or something. So
Okay,
Which is
are you a
interesting.
flats or drum?
ooh, flats.
Nah, I like a
Flats.
mixture.
I ain't trying to deal with the tendon and all that kind of stuff. And also the handle part of it, it's kind of weird because you got the thick part of the top. So when you're going sideways, hey, tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm
Please.
wrong.
It's
I'm a
kinda-
flats.
It's kind of
You're a
weird
flats
getting
guy?
in there. Yeah, I'm flats too, man. I'm team
flats.
flats.
I don't know. I like a good mixture.
Rascal Flats over here.
Good old
Dude, the
Rascal
line.
Flats.
Okay, maybe there's another hot take with wings. The Food Line. Not everyone's going to know what Food Line is, but if you're around here, the hot bar at Food Line, our local grocery store, they got wings in there. I'm telling you. And you can pick out the flat. Like you can pick them out and put them in the
Oh,
box yourself.
you
So
can
I get all
choose.
flats. The best wings in Polk County. That's my hot take.
Food line. Jamal's like,
I haven't tried them yet. Can't agree.
can't agree.
I can't
Hey,
even
that's
respect
We
your
should have
That's
opinion.
brought
probably
some
even-
here today and
that's
had a
an even-
live taste testing of these
They
Food
somehow
Line
get them
wings.
so crispy, but yet there's meat on them. It's not
Really?
just like, I don't know how they do it, but they are like elite wings at like a crazy good cost. And I can get flats, whatever one. They usually
Yeah.
have some different flavors.
Okay.
They're closed between 2 and 4 p.m. during the days. That's all I know. Then they're open till 7 and they're open before like till lunch. Like I just know not to go between 2 and 4.
Don't go.
Okay.
But any other time I'm driving by there, it's like I might stop
Might
in and
have
get
to stop
some
and get
wings.
some wings. Good to know. I'm gonna have to try
Yeah.
that.
Might
We'll
have
both
to
have
try
to
it.
try
That's
that.
a hot
Sounds
local
good.
take for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't have a lot of people on board yet, but it's okay.
We're getting there. I don't know. I feel like you can accomplish. I really like the ranch. I feel like you can accomplish both because I get a good sauce flavor plus ranch in there. I can taste both simultaneously,
Yeah.
and I think it's a beautiful marriage
Yeah.
personally. But
can we agree that like boneless wings, like not really
That's nuggets.
wings? Like I'm not
Chicken
hating. Like
nuggets.
it's
That's
fine.
nuggets.
Yeah, I'm not hating if they put them in their menu as boneless wings. Like I understand, but like people that are saying, oh, like when they're saying wing night, and you show up and it's boneless wings.
That's nuggets.
That's not wing night.
That's
Like,
nugget night.
It's fine if you have some of those too, but don't say like, oh, we're going out for wings and you're doing boneless wings.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's,
I agree with that.
Side Street has the best boneless wings.
Do
yeah,
they?
I think
Okay.
boneless wings are still
I'd say.
good. Yeah, I just don't really think they're wings.
Because the
Determined
rest, that's the only ones that are not like chicken, all the way like chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Side
Street,
makes
okay.
Side Street.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little closer
Yeah,
to the
we
wing-
really need to get all
wing
these
family.
local places to sponsor us. Food Line, Side Street. We're gonna bring them so much business. It's unreal.
Yeah.
So
You seen Food Line at 5 o'clock around here? They got business.
They got-
They're
oh,
doing
trust me,
all right.
they got
so they can
business.
afford to sponsor us.
They should
honestly,
sponsor us.
Yeah, they
I
should.
think
You're
so.
right.
Food Line, if you're listening.
Derek needs some more extra large smoothies. so-
honestly, I do. I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need them. Cool. Honestly, that's great. It's pretty much all food related, chicken related, which I think is good. I think us guys know a lot about that. So
It's man's food.
that's
chicken.
amazing. Yeah, exactly. Jamal, did you have anything else? Any other hot takes? Anything?
We covered them.
yeah.
Okay. I like it. Good. All right. Well, we're coming down the home stretch here of this puppy. So, Kyle, do you want to ask that second to last question there?
Yeah. What's been like a key for you in your personal walk with the Lord that you've found and that you'd like to share with others?
Friendships with the right people. and not friendships with, I like you guys for who you are, but I like you for what I can see myself. I see something in you that I would like to have in myself.
Mm.
And so if if you're my friend and there's nothing in you that will make me better, then I don't want to be your friend.
Wow.
Or I shouldn't be your friend
I got you.
to make
Sure.
myself spiritually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Kyle, there's something in you that I want in me. There's something in you that I want in me. Eugene, there's something in him that I want in myself. So that's who I want to be friends with.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's good. Surrounding yourself with people that encourage you in your walk, make you better, motivate you, whatever. No, I mean, I feel this. It's a mutual feeling. Like, there's things that I appreciate about you, and I feel like it's a positive influence and someone that's going to draw you closer and motivate you to walk closer with the Lord. And that's important. That those are it's okay to have friends that, or some friends, or people that aren't that. But
I think that's important too.
Your main people and people that you know, like, who you surround yourself with is really important. That's
I was just talking on the spiritual side,
Yep.
like,
totally.
to make me want to walk better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's good.
That's a good word. I think, you're so right. I think we can often think of that. I often think of that in, whether, you can apply that in anything in life. Like, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Yeah. And I think it's true in the spiritual sense, in the character sense, in, what they do. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think that's really good. But I think it is also, we're called to reach out, and there's always the thing of, well, who all did Jesus hang out with? And he hung out, obviously with the disciples. He probably spent the most time with them, which is a big key. But then out of that, he spent time with people that we would be like,
the old me's.
There you go. The old Jamals. So I know there's both sides of the.
Well, it's kind of like, Jesus didn't, like you mentioned, so you can always learn something from other people, and there's often other believers that have things that are going to positively influence you, whatever. Jesus maybe didn't have that dynamic as much of like, oh man, I struggle in this area. I need to hang around my guy
Very
Peter.
True. He was,
yeah. So I guess that element might be a little different far as what's wise to. We want to follow the example of Jesus in pretty much every way, but we also weren't who he was.
Yes.
So it does make a difference. But
very true.
Very true. That's good though. I love what you said about. I think that's really important to be intentional about who you hang around, who you let influence you, because anyone you're around is going to influence you, whether you like it or not.
Yep. Jamal, is there anything you would say to anyone that's maybe in an environment that is tough, or is maybe looking for that to change their friends, or change, because you've seen both. You've seen the tough environments. Is there anything you would say to anyone of like, what are some practical steps they could take, or like, do you literally need to remove yourself from that situation?
So I think it depends on that specific situation. Are you conforming to your friend group, or are you being yourself? Because it all comes down to you at the end of the day. Like, do you love yourself? Do you want better for yourself? Or are you just comfortable with the friend group that you're with and you don't want to challenge yourself? So it depends on how your dynamic of friendship is going and what the environment is. But I would always say, if it's a bad environment and it's draining and there's nothing positive going on, is that what you want? Or, is that just what you're used to?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good word. That's a good word. Take an inventory and like, where is this path pulling me? If it's not pulling you where you want to go,
Yeah. I know I've heard of quite a few young people that do struggle with, like, man, they feel like they don't have the best influences, but it's like it's their friends, or it's like maybe who they grew up with or who they went to school with, so they don't know how to like, they know it's not the best influence, but like they maybe don't have anything else, or they don't see opportunities. Like, I often hear that, like, I don't think there is anybody, or I don't know of people that like I want to be that strong influence or godly influence in my life. I do remember a season of my life where I felt like I wasn't choosing the best friends, and I did lack that a little bit, and I felt like, but I just remember specifically praying, like, God, it's no accident the people that are in my life right now that you've crossed my paths with. I do feel like there's an element lacking, and I want to make good decisions, surround myself with good people. I trust you to bring those people in my life and help me to see them when they're there. Because sometimes there's good people around you, but you just you don't reach out, or you just want to stay comfortable, like you said, doing what you know, or conforming to other friends. And God in his time brought some of the most amazing friends, some out of state, some in state, but that have been that for me, and that I'll be friends with the rest of my life. But I remember having to pull away from what was comfortable and what I knew, and sometimes not just do what I always did with certain friends, and allow myself the space to find and see those other people and draw closer to them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, that's good good words, good insight. So, Jamal, is there any final encouragement or advice you want to leave with the listeners, or what's your message to the world? You got anything?
I can say a lot, but wherever you're at, in your life right now, or next week, remember your goals and where you want to be in your relationship with the people in your life, the relationship with Jesus. Just remember where you're at, and don't take it for granted, because there's something to learn in that situation that you're at right then. It's always something to learn.
Always something to learn. Word.
That's good, man.
It's a good word.
I heard a quote along those lines recently that said, how well you start your next season is contingent on how well you finish the one you're in.
Ooh.
And I think we can often overlook what God's doing in maybe the struggle or hard season right now.
Yeah, because the hardest time of my life, our church and our worship group that we're with now, it's what came after that season.
Yeah,
Wow.
correct.
So,
Wow.
That's a good perspective.
That's a really good word, man.
Amen, brother.
Preach it. Hey, great note to end on. Man, Jamal, thank you for being here. Seriously, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for sharing your journey, your life, and thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much. So,
yeah, I got to quote something that I just got to mention something that he says that the first time I heard it, he says it a lot, but it cracked. It literally,
I think I know it's coming.
Busted a gut. But
of course,
it's just whenever something really good happens, or like there's a powerful song or message, or someone does some good, usually on the spiritual side, whatever. Jamal, I forget when it was the first time, but something good happened.
One of the verticals or something, maybe?
My first vertical.
First vertical.
Okay,
yeah,
and
first vertical.
I think maybe we were at our house afterwards or something.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
I forget when it was, and it was like a really powerful time. You're like, man, that word said, he's like, I about got saved again. And I just, anytime something really good happens, like that's Jamal's go-to,
That's
and
Jamal's
it gets me every
go-to.
time.
It really
so
does.
Like, hearing you today, like your testimony and just the power of God, the redemption, and seeing how you're walking now with your wife, your son, the amazing dad that you are to him. I about got saved again today. I really did. So I'm thankful for that. And it was, it's awesome to see and hear. And I'm glad that other people can hear the journey God's had you on.
That's awesome. Great way to end it, fellas. That's great. We're going to end it like we do most of our episodes. We're just going to go follow our lead, and we're out of here. So I've been Derek.
I've been Kyle.
I've been Jamal.
See you guys.
See you later.